Up next, we'll have more from our interview with Mr. Michael Parfit, co-director of the touching documentary Saving Luna. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.
I'd say personality-wise, he sort of knew what he wanted. Yeah, he was somehow spunky. He was lively. He was engaging.
Orcas are extremely sociable animals with a highly organized system of group relations. They stay together in pods of 5 to 30 males, females, and calves. A community is composed of many pods related by bloodline. Members of a community swim through the ocean together.
This little guy didn't have any whales. So he apparently decided that if you can't be with the species you are, then make friends with the species you're with.
Luna had lost the other members of his pod and was living by himself in the Nootka Sound near Vancouver Island, Canada, when he was discovered. After falling in love with this affable orca, Michael Parfit and his wife Suzanne Chisholm decided to make a documentary about this friendly marine mammal. The result was the award-winning work, Saving Luna. By virtue of spending so much time with Luna, the couple began to look out for his welfare.
You know, we cared about him, along with a lot of other people up there. But the great majority of the people really loved Luna. So we decided to step out of being journalists and become activists. We proposed a way of giving actual, consistent friendship to Luna. Because clearly what he wanted was some sort of relationship with people. And there were no whales there to give him the relationship that he really needed. So this was a sort of a secondary thing that he appeared to need. And so we tried to get the government to give us a permit to give him consistency. Even though a lot of people were giving him affection, it was transitory. It would come and go. People would be out there one day and then they'd be gone.
Michael Parfit and Suzanne Chisholm stayed with Luna for a period of 5 months.
That's right, we did. I wound up going out in the boat almost every day and sleeping out on the water in this little boat anchored close to the shore. And most of the time I would just sit and watch Luna, but sometimes I would lead him away if he was getting into trouble by banging up somebody's boat to try and make contact. I'd lead him away from that problem. And this experience was so powerful for us to go through.
During the 5 months he spent with Luna, Michael developed a special bond with the young whale.
He was clearly trying to communicate with us. He would do all kinds of things. He would slap the water. He would come up beside the boat and he would whistle. And sometimes he would make whistling sounds that sounded like the motor, or I heard him whistle once like a chainsaw, because there was a forested area, there was a lot of chainsaws going on, and he would copy whistles. And one of the guys who really made friends with him was a young First Nations guy named Jamie, and he's really one of the stars of our film as well. And he would whistle to Luna, and Luna would whistle back. So there was communication, but what it meant, we don't know. Clearly what he was trying to do was get connection. But there was a lot of things. He would often slap the water with his fin, with his pectoral fin, or with his tail. And whales do that. It has to be some sort of communication, because it changes the sound a lot underwater. You know, you slap the water, if you're underwater, you really hear something. No scientists that we have talked to know what that is actually all about. So he really tried to communicate by doing things like that with us a lot. One time we were out in a boat smaller than this, in a little Zodiac, and he was probably almost a nautical mile away, and he was at another boat, so we're sitting there watching him with the binoculars, and so he was just way out there, and all of a sudden I noticed that he had left that boat and he was coming straight at us, and every time he came up, he'd slap his fin, its tail, just bang on the water, and he came in a straight line to us, and it was a large piece of water. He knew we were there from all that distance. I mean, you could have just drawn a line straight down there with a ruler. And he slapped the water, he slapped the water, he slapped the water. He came to us. There's no question that he had something on his mind that he was trying to tell us. Either, come with me, I've got something to show you, or, all sorts of things.
Through his interactions with Luna, Michael experienced how intelligent and sensitive animals truly are. Since then, he looks at every one of our precious co-inhabitants on Earth in a new way. Luna truly has brought great changes and inspiration to his life.
To me, it seems as if there's this wall that normally stands between us humans and wild beings, built up in our minds by fear and respect. I've always liked reading stories to kids about going through that wall and making friends with mysterious creatures on the other side, but I never thought something like that could actually happen.
Caring viewers, thank you for your company today on Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants. Please join us again tomorrow for part 2 of our program on Saving Luna, an Orca love story. Coming up next is enlightening entertainment after noteworthy news here on Supreme Master Television. May we all cherish and care for our fellow marine beings.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/AW